Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Fork. In this video we're going to speak about few very important subjects. We're going to speak about the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm going to tell you the support levels. We are going to speak about the FOMC meeting. This is very important meeting and what will happen in the near future. The world's biggest banks, the central banks, are rising rates after the Federal Reserve of the United States of America. This is very important. We're going to speak about the stock market as well, about euro against the US dollar that actually breaking new all-time low in the last 20 years, guys. This is very big news. And of course Ripple that made a pump of 15 percentages just in the last 24 hours. Michael Saylor is buying Bitcoin again. We will speak about all this very important news, guys. All you have to do is just click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. And guys, if you have any questions, you can always ask me in the comments below. I am answering to all the questions. So let's start with this very important video. As always, I will start to make it shorter as I can, but again, I will try to provide all the most important situation, all the most important news that happening right now in the market. By the way, guys, we just opened our Twitter account. You can see the Twitter account in the comments below. We will update here news about the crypto market. This is very important to be to follow after Crypto Fork English, because we have channel on other languages as well. So guys, let's start with this very important video. The price for one Bitcoin is 18,900 US dollars. We fall by 1% in the last 24 hours. Everyone told us that 20,000 this is a huge support, but as you can see, 20,000 it's like nothing. We went to 22,500 and then we went to 90,000 as nothing. There is no support levels at 20,000 US dollars. Unfortunately, if we're speaking about the Bitcoin, the next support level is 80,500 US dollars. Of course, I will tell in this video my how I'm seeing the market for the midterm, because this is very important, because the midterm and the long term, this is the most important thing, guys, because we are investing in cryptos. We are not making any speculations. The price of Ethereum is 1,300 US dollars. There is a crazy support level at 1,200 US dollars. This is very important because on Ethereum, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of analytics, they are telling us that at 1,400, this is a crazy support to Ethereum. This is no crazy support on Ethereum on all-time highs of 2018 to Ethereum, and this is no crazy support for Bitcoin and all-time highs for 2017, all-time highs unfortunately at 20,000. So we are going to speak about Ripple XRP because I'm getting a lot of questions about Ripple XRP. I already spoke about Ripple XRP, why actually this is rising, but of course I will tell the reason, because I got a lot of questions in the comments below why Ripple is rising. Again, subscribe, follow our Twitter. You can see the Twitter in the comments below in order to know the most important news in the market. And let's speak about the FOMC meeting, because this is very important, because the Federal Reserve raised the rate just by 0.75, and again I'm telling just by 0.75. Yeah, I'm kidding, because people are told us, and all the biggest analysts, that if they are rising by 1%, this is going to be very bad. I just wanted to remind you that just a few months ago, 2-3 months ago, when the Fed raised the rates by 0.5%, everyone told us this is a disaster. Right now, the disaster is already 1%. I think that in the midterm, and I mean in the next half a year, 6 months, I think that even 1% is going to be something like, oh, this is good, but if they are rising by 1.25%, this is the disaster. So I think that the next disaster is going to be the 1.25. But actually, I don't want to speak about the meetings. I want to speak about the new target of Federal Reserve for 2023, and they are telling us that the rates in the mid at the end of 2023 are going to be at least, guys, 4.8. This is the target. And if the Federal Reserve are telling us that the target is 4.8, and I just want to remember you that the last target was 3.7, and this is 1% mistake. This is huge. This is a really, really huge mistake. This 1% is mistake. This is like people, the most important thing, they don't will have money to pay on the house bills. Yeah, just look what's happening right now in Europe with all the sanctions. They don't will have money to gasoline. They don't will have money to electricity, to food. And if Federal Reserve are rising and the rate's going to be 4.8 percentages, this is going to be crazy disaster to Europe, crazy disaster to the United States of America, the all over the world. Again, guys, unfortunately, this is going to happen. I think that after 6 months, we are going to seeing the Federal Reserve with a little bit different strategic, but of course I will speak about it in the next cryptocurrency video. Breaking news, yeah, we already spoke about it in the last video that this is going to happen, and I want to tell you again, not a financial advice, but the situation going to be much and much worse, unfortunately. Breaking news, euro falls under 0.98 for the first time in the last 20 years, guys. And look at the euro that fall just in the last day by 0.73 percentages. This is huge discounts for euro prices. This is very bad. The central banks all over the world are in race to raise rates after the Federal Reserve. All the central banks, all the biggest countries, all the biggest economics are right now are going to raise their rates. And this is big problem because we have a very high inflation. We already spoke about it in our last video, guys. This is why I'm telling you, just click on the like button and subscribe button to know the most important news. And this is what I'm telling you, that unfortunately this is not the button, because all the biggest problems are going to happen in the next months too, when the price of the gas is just rising every day. Just in the last day, the price of the gas, you can see it in front of your eyes, I raised by 1.1 percentages. This is huge, guys. This is huge. This is gas prices. The electricity prices are going to rise. People need to pay the electricity bills. People need to buy food to their homes, and they will sell the bitcoins because they took loans. A lot of people are took loans to buy bitcoin, and the bitcoin will not rise, unfortunately, in the next 4 or 5 months, unfortunately, guys. So the situation in Europe will be just worse again, because the European, all the euro, by the way, in a very bad situation, unfortunately, and this is going to be worse. The Nasdaq 100 is fell already by 1.5 percentages. The S&P 500 fall by 1.4 percentages, and the Dow Jones fall by 0.35 percentages. S&P, I'm sorry, 0.8 percentages. All the stock markets, the crypto markets are falling. And I think that this is just the beginning, because look what's happening right now in Russia and Ukraine. The situation there are just getting worse and worse, because if Russia will add the Donbass, yeah, all this line to their territory, this is going to be a huge problem, because this is going to be a huge problem all over the world. Because if they are fighting there right now in the new situation that will happen in the next week, it means that they are fighting right now in the lands of Russia, and this is a very big problem for Russia and for Europe. And this is one of the reasons why I'm telling you that the inflation, the guys, the by the way, the oil prices might go to the downside. And I think that actually, if we are speaking right now about the oil prices that fall by 3 percentages, I think that right now what's happening is actually Corona lockdown 2.0, the version 2. Because what's happening right now, actually, just think about it, that Europe will have a huge problems with gas. It means that the biggest companies are can't to develop nothing, and it means that people will stay at home. People will not have money to the electricity, and actually this situation is much worse than the corona lockdown, because on the corona lockdown they printed money. This is, by the way, why I think that will happen at least in the next half a year. It will happen at least in March, April 2023. I already spoke about it in my last videos, because I think that people will have a very big problems with money. And of course, in Europe, especially in Europe, all assets are going down. Again, Plan B are made a new tweet about all assets going down when interest rates are rising, as fast as in stocks, bonds, real estate, gold, and even the Bitcoin. But the decline will not last forever, and probably it will rise again. What will be the next trigger? By the way, gold. I remember that when I just started investing, it was 7 years ago. But I remember that even when I was 5, 6 years old, when it was 20 years ago, everyone always spoke about the gold prices. Buy gold because this is what is going to help you against the inflation. Look what's happening to the gold prices. The gold prices are falling as well by 1.77 percentages. And if you are looking the gold prices in the last 5 years, you can see that actually the all-time highs was 2,000 US dollars. A lot of people, by the way, are bought Bitcoin, bought gold and these levels, and actually they're right now in huge losses of 20 percentages, and gold is not rising very well. So I think that again, Bitcoin is the new gold. Bitcoin is the gold 2.0. And I want to speak about the new reason why, unfortunately, this is the not new lows. And by the way, if we are speaking about new lows about this crazy pump to Ripple XRP, so if all the cryptocurrency market will fall, then Ripple XRP right now what he is doing is pump and dump situation. It means that right now all the shorts are going to be liquidated, and they are already liquidated on Ripple XRP, and a lot of people are right now opening long positions because of the reason that it's rising, that I will speak about the reason just in a few moments. And if all the crypto market, and I think that it will be fall, again, not a financial advice, then Ripple XRP right now in pump and dump situation. Why I think another reason is actually the billionaire Michael Saylor again buying the dip. Guys, just remember that, and who is actually in the second and third cycle know it already, that never the market's dip is not coming when the biggest newspaper are telling us that actually this is the dip. And I think that people are telling us, and all the biggest newspapers are telling us, that people will run to buy Bitcoin right now at these prices, but actually we are going to see new lows just in 4 or 5 months. Again, this is my point of view. People are selling cryptos, they are need to pay bills, they don't have money, and the situation just will worse in the last half a year. I think this is very good situation. This is very good reason just to dump. The whales are dumping the Bitcoin prices, the Ethereum prices, because people are don't have money to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and is that just going to worse and worse. And in few months they will sell the Bitcoin even in prices of 15, 60,000, because they must have money. And by the way, every time when Michael Saylor is buying, every time when we are seeing this huge news on the biggest newspapers, this is a good point to sell. Always, you can check my words. And of course, we are going to speak about Ripple XRP. As I told you, I don't know why, guys, you are asking about Ripple XRP too much time, because we already spoke about it in my last video. And this is why I'm telling you guys, click on the subscribe and like button, and of course, follow our Twitter, because we already spoke about this reason. And I will tell you again, because right now, Ripple and SEC, they are going to be decision just in few years, in few weeks. Sorry, is the decision going to happen in few weeks. There are rumors that Ripple are going to pay few millions of US dollars. This is a very small amount of money to Ripple XRP. They are going just to throw this money to SEC. SEC like be the winners, because they're like give a penalty to Ripple XRP like they won. And but I think that actually Ripple are going to be the big winners, because finally Ripple will not have any problems against the SEC, and the price of the Ripple will rise. But when I think that it will rise, and again, not a financial advice, just in the next bull cycle. On my portfolio, I got Ripple XRP. I really believe in this coin. I think that in the next cycle, guys, and again, next cycle, and again, click on the subscribe button and like button to see my portfolio, that I will make video in the near term about my portfolio for the next bull cycle. Thank you very much for watching my video. See you in the next cryptocurrency videos. Bye bye.